Donald Trump is back in the Oval Office, and he's wasting no time shaking things up. With sweeping executive orders targeting his top campaign promises, the former president is promising swift action. But as always, bold moves come with big challenges. Let's break it down. First up, an immigration crackdown. Trump's order claims that cartels have launched a campaign of violence and terror, flooding the U.S. with crime. It's being framed as a national security risk. His administration has given agencies just 14 days to identify which groups to designate and to fast-track their removal. But here's the catch: designating cartels as terrorist groups isn't simple. It could lead to prosecuting U.S. citizens or businesses tied to them, even indirectly. Plus, it risks straining diplomatic ties with Mexico, a vocal critic of this policy. If successful, though, this move could lead to military action against these groups abroad and more resources to dismantle their operations at home. But the implications? They're massive and messy. Trump's environmental stance is making headlines again. He's ordered the U.S. to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement, arguing it doesn't reflect American values or economic goals. Here's the hurdle: pulling out isn't instant. UN regulations mean it could take a year, maybe longer. This echoes his first term, where his withdrawal wasn't finalized until 2020, and President Biden rejoined it in 2021. What's the impact? The U.S., the second largest polluter, stepping back undermines global climate efforts. Trust in U.S. leadership on climate takes a hit too. But for Trump, it aligns perfectly with his push to boost domestic oil and gas production. Next, Trump's controversial move to end birthright citizenship. His order targets children born to undocumented immigrants and temporary visitors. But there's a constitutional roadblock. The 14th Amendment guarantees citizenship to anyone born on U.S. soil. Legal battles are already in motion, with critics calling this order unconstitutional. Experts agree this decision will likely end up in the Supreme Court, dragging the issue out for years. If enforced, the repercussions would be seismic, with mass deportations and a complete reshaping of U.S. citizenship laws. Trump's executive orders aren't just domestic. He's taking aim at the World Health Organization, accusing the WHO of mismanaging the COVID-19 pandemic and favoring China. He's ordered the U.S. to withdraw once again. But here's the snag: it's not immediate. The process takes years, and Congress needs to approve it. With a slim Republican majority, even a few defections could block this move. If the U.S. exits, global health efforts face serious setbacks. As the WHO's largest individual funder, America's departure could cripple emergency responses worldwide. But Trump's supporters argue it's a step toward reforming the organization. Now for a lighter, albeit controversial, move: renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Trump has already started using the name on official U.S. documents, but the change isn't binding internationally. Mexico's response: a diplomatic shrug. Call it whatever you like, they say. It's not changing globally. It's a symbolic move that has sparked more debate than actual impact. So does that mean, though? Finally, Trump's order to define sex as male and female only. The administration claims this protects free speech and religious rights, but critics say it erases transgender identities. Legal challenges are inevitable, with LGBTQ+ groups already gearing up for a fight. This could also end up in the Supreme Court, where a conservative majority might lean in Trump's favor. Supporters argue it safeguards women's spaces, but opponents warn of increased risks for trans women and marginalized groups. The social impact? Huge and divisive. Trump's executive orders are bold, controversial, and far-reaching. But between constitutional roadblocks, international pushback, and legal battles, it's clear these policies are just the beginning of a turbulent presidency. What do you think? Are these moves progress or just more polarization? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching. Click here for more on Trump's policies, and don't miss our breakdown of his campaign trail promises versus reality.